Now, in the novel society and the history, the world of novels, how did people write the novels? We have seen the people started to write the books, started to find out the new techniques of how to make the people to attract towards the reading habit, how the libraries started to attract the people towards the libraries, how the rotational libraries have come. All these things have bring us into light. The people's ideology towards reading has changed. Now everybody started to read and everybody started to understand the stories of the reading culture. Now when we move on to the further developments, in 19th century the entire Europe has been struck with the industrialization. After being attacked by industrialization, it started to bring a large benefits. Factories have come up which started to give huge profits for the owners of the factories. On one side, it is a very good sign and a very good symbol because the growth is being felt for many people. When the growth has been felt by many people like the owners, it also started to give the opportunities for the people to work as factory workers. Here is the underlining point what we need to focus a bit later. The factory workers, though they contribute a large for the profit of the factory, but they are not any shareholders of the profit. Only the owner receives bulk amount of profits while the workers receives very less amount of the daily wages. So highlighting these aspects only, the difficult conditions, the harsh treatment towards the workers, the writers like Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, as we have seen, he was a very good innovator of magazines. The same way, he was deeply critical of the attitude of the factory owners and he wrote a book called Hard Times. In his book Hard Times, he criticized the entire mindset of the factory owners, the attitude of the factory owners, and also he explained that in his imaginary village where everywhere all machines are found in the village and the workers are nothing but only the hands, they do not have any other interest or any other feelings according to the factory owners. He merely made them as only the instruments which are operated only to operate the machines. So the only hands are required of the factory workers in order to make large number of profits. That is a critical statement against the existing factory owners. After making this one, he also told that the human beings are made into a simple machines where they are forced to work for very long period of time at very less amount of the wages. So this ideology of Charles Dickens reveals for us that he is deeply connected with the common man's problems, especially the working community. And later on further, he did not stop only writing this book. He wrote many other editions of the books, and one more book what he wrote was Oliver Twist. The Oliver Twist was another story where a young boy was born in a very poor family and who was born and brought up in a criminal's village where they were born and brought up by doing wrong things, mistakes, criminal attitudes, thefts, all these things. After a short period of time, this boy was been adopted by a very rich person wherein he leads a very happy life later. So he doesn't only criticize the factory owners, but he also highlights the problems which are faced by the workers and also the young children who are born in poor communities. What are their practical problems? All these things he would like to bring it to light by writing in his books and discussing in his books. But sometimes he used to give some positive note also by giving a special twist for the stories. It is not always the same that the novels got happy endings. There were also twists for this. Example, Emile Zola wrote a book called Germinal. Germinal is a book which refers to a young miner in France. In this book, Zola describes about the entire attitude, the problems the young miners face in their day-to-day affairs. Afterwards, the young miner start to have a strike, initiates the strike, makes the strike to be successful for a large time, after making it a very large success, the workers who are not working would not get any wages. So that makes the workers to revolt against their leader. So the young miner initially was considered as a hero. Later, the people started to consider him as the cheater for him, because they are losing their daily wages and the daily amount of benefits what they are getting. So that's how the young miner becomes a failure in his life, though he fought for the equality and he is fighting for the benefit of the larger working community also, but he could not achieve his stands in a very large manner. That's how there are some stories which do not bring happy endings always for the novels.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.